Cary had a very significant transformation. He dropped almost 40 pounds and made a massive transformation from what we can see in these pictures. But before you jump to conclusions, let's dive into the details and see if you can follow after this transformation. Is it legit or not? Tell me what I need to know. And I found his story through bodybuilding.com. He participated in a 200K challenge that they led, and here are his before and after photos. Welcome to DadBod Fitness. If you and I are just meeting, my name is David and I help crazy busy dads and moms to build a physique. All right, Cary's story goes back years, back to his high school and college years, where he was always fit and active. In the interview with the BBC, he actually talks specifically about how he trained with weights and got into lifting weights very consistently for years. So boom, right there, we have some very important information that changes the whole discussion. Cary has been training to at least some degree of progressive overload for years. He's built a foundation of muscle, whether or not it was visible. Now, in the coming years, after college, he ended up gaining weight and was up to about 220 pounds. And then in 2010, his job actually changed and he ended up working from home. So 6 years even before this video was released, he set up a home gym, started exercising and training again, and started to meal prep. This is a long time, folks. That's a long time to make progress. That's a lot of time to make gains, progressively overload, and build muscle. Then in 2013, something went horribly wrong for Cary.
Yeah, so my mom had developed type 2 diabetes later in life. She had a pretty unhealthy lifestyle, both in her diet and fitness. So that came on, and the doctor had explained to her through proper health and diet that it was definitely a manageable disease, no life-threatening disease, but the same bad habits as far as health and diet that got her into that, she never really changed. And it took a toll on her body, and yeah, we lost her on her 60th birthday, the morning she turned 60. She passed away of a cardiac arrest, so.
Now this completely changed his life and gave him a real purpose, a real why for changing his life, because his mom died of preventable causes and she wasn't active or healthy, and so he made the change and started to lose weight. But he took it to the extreme degree, started excessively dieting, and ended up dropping all the way down into about the 160s. Now, we're not exactly told when this is, but from that point, then he started to build back up, build muscle, and started to gain more weight, but then really got off track with his diet.
Unfortunately, as I tried to add the mass back, I picked up a lot of old bad habits of how I ate, a lot of cheat meals, a lot of, high fat, high sugar, high calorie meals with the kids, eating out fast food a lot. And I put the weight right back on. So all the weight I lost, I went right back up to over probably close to 220, and then 210 and 220s again.
Now, the one thing that's tough is there isn't specific clarification in the article whether or not he started this transformation phase at the 220 pounds or just at the 200 pounds. But the bottom line is that he was 200 pounds plus. Just a quick interruption here, but if you are enjoying this video, would you tap that like button? It really would help get these videos out to those that need them. If you want to maximize your muscle growth, strip the body fat, and transform your life, even while still managing your family, consider subscribing. And if you are ready to get started on your own transformation, click down on the link in the description below. I have a full free program that I want to give to you. This comes with a complete guide to set you up on your nutrition and your training. So now it's 2015 at this point in Cary's story. He has a history of weightlifting, training to build muscle. He's dieted a few times, and it also discusses that just before he entered this 200K competition, he started to eat in a caloric surplus just above his maintenance to really start to build muscle. Now he goes on to this 12-week challenge to see his abs. He successfully sees his abs in 12 weeks. Definitely possible if you do it right. If you've already built muscle, which he has, and if you're dedicated and motivated. Now, we have no idea how far apart these photos actually are. Most of these photos are from the BBC photo shoot, which was taken sometime after the competition ended. So therefore, he's had more time to be able to lean down and get prepped and ready for this photo shoot, which wouldn't you if it was you? And again, what we've got to remember is he's spray tanned, he's oiled up, he's definitely got a pump, and he's in way better lighting. And obviously, he's also actually flexing. I'm not saying anything against this. I absolutely get it. I understand it. That really helps people see the massive transformation that you've made. And one thing I want you to remember now is he isn't huge. He's clearly muscular, has a great physique, and is very, very lean, which will make all the difference. He's had years to be able to build muscle, which is what it takes. It takes a long process of time to do this the right way. And now he's also undergone dieting several times. So he's had multiple times to get his body leaner. This isn't some overnight transformation. And I know it may seem like that when you just get the initial perspective, the initial photos. This is a 6 to 7 year plus long story, on top of the fact that for years prior in high school and in college, he's been training, lifting weights and building muscle even then. And now one thing we do have to point out, do you think genetics plays a role? I mean, absolutely, yes. It's always gonna play a role. It's gonna dictate how you hold muscle, the way it looks, the insertions of the muscle, all of that is gonna play a factor, and so much more. How fast you can build muscle, how lean you're gonna look. But I think the biggest key here that we need to walk away with is he had a why. His mom passed away from preventable causes because she was unhealthy and she was not taking care of herself. When he saw this, he knew he needed to change. By far, one of the biggest differences in people who actually successfully transform their bodies is a reason why. What's your reason to change? Comment down below and let me know. I think this is legit. Although some of the ways that Cary got there through the excessive dieting are not the healthiest way to do it, he learned from that, and I think we can learn from the ways and the approaches that he took, and he's pretty clear about that. Question of the day: what do you think? Let me know in the comments down below. Do you think this is a legit example of something we can follow or not? Don't forget to like the video, subscribe, and tap the notification bell as well. Click the video right up over here for another video in the Legit or Not series, or click or tap screen right up over here for another video that's been queued up for you. And as always, be intentional, bring the intensity, and I cannot wait to see you on the next video.